So today, I'm going to talk to you about my first day as a full-time entrepreneur, and I'm going to tell you how I plan to use my free time to stay focused on one business and just try to avoid like all the other opportunities out there, and how I plan to just scale this one business with my free time. So, yeah, it's been a weird past couple months, and like today's a Monday, and usually I'd be at work right now, or at least getting ready, like going to the gym, getting ready to go to work. But I had actually like put in my 2 weeks about 2 weeks ago, a little bit over 2 weeks, and today's my first day without a full-time job. And I know it sounds like all nice and stuff, but like the way the thing that has allowed me to do this, it like I'd rather not get into it right now, but I I do have an opportunity to have like free time for the next like at least 6 months without having to worry about like my bills and my rent payment. And because of that, I think the best use of my free time is entrepreneurship, is like investing my all of my time and all of my energy into one business. And so my journey as an entrepreneur so far has been crazy. Like definitely when I first started learning about business and success and entrepreneurship, like for some reason I was sold this idea of easy. Like I was sold this idea that all you have to do is just do this thing and then you'll become super wealthy. Well, I don't know if it's like that for some people, but for me it has not been like that. You know, I was the first business model I did was a digital marketing agency, and I started this about 6 to 8 months ago, and that's when I really started learning about it. And I was watching all the content around social media marketing agencies, and it made sense. Like the business model made sense. You know, you're a digital marketer for local companies or even like companies across your country. You can do everything from your laptop, and it's a high ticket service because you can make these companies money. And so it made sense to me. It made a lot of sense to me. So I've like consumed all the content that I could, and I even invested in an academy from these YouTubers that I was following at the time. And the academy taught me like the way they were talking about it. was how to be an ethical marketing agency, how to do it the right way, how to actually like learn these services, how to actually like reach out to these businesses. And so it felt like it made sense. And so I was working on this business model alongside my full-time job, and I would do 5 cold calls in the morning before work, and then 5 cold calls at night after work. I would do that Monday through Friday, and then after the like cold calls in the afternoon, I would eat, maybe take a little bit of a walk, and then I would like learn a little bit more about it, just keep on learning. And I did like minor things like create a website, and I did some like content, some social media stuff. And so that was my first business model. And I did that for, like I said, about 5 months or so. And I did learn a lot. I did learn a lot about like business. I learned more about like cold calling people. I learned how to like find these leads that I can call, but I didn't stay committed to it. Like, I kept on consuming content on business, and then I guess, like, I got persuaded to focus more on the YouTube. And then I started having a debate with myself, should I do YouTube more or should I focus on the digital marketing agency more? And I was debating because it seemed like YouTube might have been better because you can build your personal brand on YouTube and then you can monetize your audience. So if you're spending more time making videos, then you can like make more money and it would be a more long-term thing with the YouTube. And so then I actually kind of got persuaded to go that route, and I started not taking the digital marketing agency too seriously. And I ended up like just telling myself I was gonna do the YouTube route, and I bought this other paid course from an influencer I was following, like a self-improvement influencer. And so I joined his like paid community, and he was teaching online coaching. And with this model, you'd basically have a coaching package, and you would basically just sell like a self-improvement service, like teaching people how to stop touching their wiener, or teaching people how to get rid of their bad habits. And so I was like, yeah, that this seems more purposeful because I'm actually helping people improve their lives, and like it felt more purposeful. And so then I learned more about that model, which was the coaching. You'd have a coaching service and then you're marketing through YouTube. And so if you noticed, like there was a point of time where I was trying to sell a coaching service. Like if you go back to some of my YouTube videos, you'll see that I was putting in call to actions to uh, a page that talked a little bit about my coaching. And like that was going to be the business model. And so I did that for about a month or so. This was more recently, like in the past 2 months or so, that I was doing this. And then I realized, like, I guess lately I realized, like, this is actually not fulfilling. Like, I'm the type of person that, like, I want an actual business. I want to learn about like actual business. I want to learn about the accounting. I want to learn about like sales. I want to develop my skills on marketing and I want to work like all day, every day. I like working at jobs and I like learning about business. And this coaching didn't seem like, talking about how to quit your bad habits didn't seem like that's actually what I wanted to do. The reason why I jumped over to this model was because I had shiny object syndrome. It's where you think that this other business is better than the one that you're currently working on because you think it's going to give you like an instant paycheck, or you think that it's the thing that's going to work and give you the easy route. And so, in my process of entrepreneurship and learning about business, you get marketed because you're trying to learn. You go onto YouTube and you're trying to learn about what to do and how to go about business. And in this process, you keep on getting marketed easy. They say, start this business model easy. I'll teach you how to start this business model. Sign your first client within a second of joining this program. So you realize that everybody's just selling you, like trying to sell you their paid course. And you you can easily get influenced in your journey of entrepreneurship. So I guess that's the once you learn this and recognize this, you kind of have to get over this phase of like shiny object syndrome. And once you learn this, that that's what's happening to you, then you can stick to one business model and say, I'm going to stick to this one business model and forget about everything else. Anything else that goes against this business model is shiny object syndrome. And so that's kind of where I'm at now. I guess back up just a little bit. When during my last 2 weeks of my job, I thought that the business that I was going to start, or the business that I was going to commit to, was an organic protein powder. And because I wanted a product based business, I thought it'd be cool to like sell a product and have to manage like inventory, and I've learned more about like profit margins and like sales and all that stuff, like learning how to market this. So I thought that that was going to be the business model. And to be honest with you, like I literally realized like during the last week of my full-time job that that wasn't actually going to be the business model that I was going to do. And I realized that I need to go back to the digital marketing agency because that was the first business that I was going to start. and it was the first thing I actually like learned about, and it's actually more exciting for me. So the digital marketing agency is the business I'm going to commit to, and it's the thing that I'm going to use all my free time and energy on. So, yeah, my plan is to get my income to a sustainable amount to where I don't have to worry about like my bills, and then I can just have all my free time and energy going into this thing. So, I don't know if I lost some of you guys or if this has seemed like pretty boring. I do apologize, but mainly just taking you through my story because the main point is that in your journey of entrepreneurship, you're going to have shiny object syndrome. You're going to be sold the idea of easy. Like a lot of influencers are going to be selling you this idea of easily make money, easily scale your business, and it's just not going to happen. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be hard work, and it's going to require all of your energy and time. So, yeah, also using this to hold myself accountable to this business model of the digital marketing agency. So, yeah, I know this was a longer video, but I appreciate you watching. And yeah, if you got any value out of this, just know that you're probably going to go through a phase of hopping around from business model to business model, but then you're just going to have to hit the point where you stick to one thing and realize that that one thing is going to take at least the next couple years to get good at and learn. And you're going to have to at least commit the next couple to few years at this one thing. So, hopefully, you got some value. Hit that like and subscribe button if you did. Thank you for watching.